A huge hello to everyone. At the microphone, as usual, it's Gigi Play. Long time no see, no hear, especially with all the news about the 6th Forza. Since the first teaser trailer was shown, no information has come from the developers, apart from a few comments about choosing Japan as the main location. However, the developers stated that the main information about the 6th installment would come in early 2026. But just how early that is, we'll figure out now. We'll also talk about the development issues in the 5th part and why that might affect the 6th. And we'll discuss the community's main question. Why does the Horizon Festival lose its individuality with each new release? But let's start in order, and with the most interesting part. When can we expect Forza Horizon 6? It turns out we don't have to wait much longer. In a recent interview, the head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty, confirmed that Playground Games will participate in next year's Xbox Developer Direct. This is huge news, because now we're just a maximum of 1.5 to 2 months away from seeing Horizon 6. For those who don't know what Developer Direct is, every January, Xbox hosts this event where studios get time to deep dive into their current projects. It's not the usual mid-year Xbox Games showcase with quick trailers and a flurry of announcements. Developer Direct is something more polished, slower, focused, and detailed. We often see real gameplay, discussions of design decisions, and even behind-the-scenes footage of development. After the first teaser was shown, attention from regular players on the 6th Forza is through the roof. A new audience may also appear, and accordingly, the pressure on the developers is immense. Coupled with the fact that in the background they've paused development on their current project, Forza Motorsport, this only adds fuel to the fire. So there's major pressure from the community, high expectations from new players who want to see what this legendary Forza Horizon is all about. As usual in winter, during peak game development crunch, Xbox is under intense scrutiny, and huge hopes are pinned on the studio, so it's better not to screw up here. Considering that the developers showed us absolutely nothing new in the teaser, basically created a scene in Blender and uploaded it to Xbox's main channel, players will be waiting. They'll expect a lot. They'll want to see gameplay footage, of course. They'll want to see a huge, meticulously crafted map of Japan with a corresponding atmosphere, possibly several new cars for the Horizon series, not the same cars that migrate from the 4th to the 5th part with the same janky models. But it's worth noting that Forza Horizon 5 has gotten much better since launch. In its 2nd and 3rd years, the developers made up for lost ground, added a ton of new content, and fixed existing bugs. And if you're tired of endlessly grinding credits, trying to earn super Wheelspins, or boosting rare cars onto your account, of course you should head to my boosting website, where I'll do it all quickly and reliably. You can find the boosting link in the channel banner. But now things get really interesting. In a recent article on Traxion, former Playground Games founder Gavin Rayburn gave a detailed interview where he revealed the challenges of developing Forza Horizon 5, and more importantly, why he left the studio. Yes, that happens. What he shared not only explains Horizon 5's issues, but also hints at what to expect from the next installment. Rayburn explained that Horizon 5's development was severely impacted by the 2020 pandemic. I think everyone remembers wearing masks, especially the shift to full remote work. He said, you need teamwork. When everyone works exclusively from home, that gets lost. And honestly, it shows in Horizon 5. Yes, in some ways he's right. On paper, Horizon 5 is ambitious. A bigger map, more cars, more events, more content than any previous part. But despite that, it lacks soul. I think many noticed it lost that very Horizon Festival atmosphere that attracted many players for years. But the pandemic wasn't the only problem. Rayburn revealed that after Microsoft's acquisition of Playground Games in 2018, his contract prevented him from leaving for another 3 years, so he gave his all for Horizon 5's release. But during this time, he conceived an idea for a completely new approach to racing games, which in his opinion couldn't exist under Microsoft's structure. He said verbatim, "Deep down, I had a game design I wanted to create. It was uncharted territory at the time, but turned out to be a solution to many problems I'd seen in racing games over the years. I couldn't build that at Microsoft or Xbox." That says a lot. The level of creative freedom Playground had during Horizon 4's time isn't the same anymore. Forza Horizon is one of Xbox's main flagship titles, something I've emphasized in more than one of my videos, and that means strict expectations, rigid requirements, more oversight, and less room for risks. With the 5th part, the community's attitude towards Forza has genuinely cooled, because players felt the developers were no longer creators, that they were under some control from marketers, executives, management who expect something extraordinary from Forza, primarily increased profit, which doesn't always correlate with positive player feedback and reviews. At the same time, it's obvious that Forza Horizon 5 broke all records of previous installments and brought the company enormous revenue. This is evidenced by the impressive sales on PS5 and the fact that even 5 years later, Forza Horizon 5 is still in demand. Rayburn also acknowledged that by the time Horizon 5 was finished, the franchise had reached a point where meaningful innovation became extremely difficult, not due to a lack of ideas from the team, but because Horizon had become too successful. Playing it safe became part of the job, and here is where concerns about Forza Horizon 6 make sense. Indeed, Forza Horizon 5 became, let's say, a flagship in the industry, showing what can be done so well, so freely, and achieving a truly great result. Who would have thought Microsoft would make such a legendary installment? Again, this isn't solely the corporation's merit. It's more the merit of the people who live and breathe it, who develop it, the game designers, and those leading the development. In short, creative people with a vision for the future are needed. But let's look at Forza Horizon 4, 5, and, for example, the recent Forza Motorsport. The structure barely changes, single-player progression is absolutely identical, life activities haven't evolved in any way. The only thing is, in the 5th Forza they added a new hide-and-seek mode, but tell me, how long did you play it? For me, playing a couple of times and then forgetting about it. In general, the Horizon playlist hasn't changed either. We're still completing challenges to get limited cars. In principle, I don't see anything wrong here. In some games like NFS, to get a certain car, you just need to beat a boss. Each has its own quirks. Also, Gavin Rayburn wasn't the only key person who left Playground shortly after Horizon 5's launch. Creative director Mike Brown also left, along with several seniors. He was an easy target at launch when Horizon 5 was stumbling. But I think the problem is a bit deeper. When a project becomes mega popular under a big corporation, certain complexities arise, namely less freedom and more control. It could turn out that Horizon 6 becomes bigger, prettier, more successful than ever, but still familiar. Just Forza Horizon 5 with a new map, more cars, better graphics, and the same activities we've seen for years. I'm sure Forza Horizon 6 will talk the charts, but it might lack the soul that made earlier Horizon games special. And that's the main question ahead of Developer Direct. Will the successful formula from Forza Horizon 4 evolve to new heights, or will it show us that same legendary Forza Horizon 4, just with a new map, new cars, improved graphics, but the same atmosphere? That's what I wanted to emphasize. Or has Horizon become so big that it can no longer change? We'll find out, possibly, in January. Share your opinions in the comments. I do read them all, but my advice for Horizon series lovers is not to expect anything radically new. Whether Forza can break through even higher or will gradually decline over the years, we'll see in a few years. For now, we can only guess. That's the news on Forza Horizon 6. This was GG Play with you. See you soon.